what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing the control arm bushings on the rear. So in order to do that, we're going to be taking the upper and the lower control arm off. While we're doing that, we're going to be in there taking the CVs off actually. We noticed some play in those. It's going to be good to replace those. Get rid of the slack in there. Tighten everything up in the back. Alright guys, so we're not sponsored, but the bushings that we went ahead and got that were poly, we got white line. It did come with an instruction set, so that way you don't mix up any of these. These are all numbered, and we have pictures on the instruction set telling us where exactly they go on the uppers and the lowers.
I just want to start with this spindle nut with your, especially if you're doing it by hand, you want to make sure the rest of your suspension is still together so you can put enough leverage to break it free. These things are pretty tight. And knock the safety punch up. Knock the safety punch up a little bit so we can spin it.
We're fixing the shit box, the Blue Dream, the thing again. Today, we're taking apart the entire suspension. We're gonna do the driver's side, alright? Before we do start taking apart the suspension, we've got the trunk open, we've got all the carpets removed. We gotta remove some stuff. Beep beep. Still red?
I didn't bring my light home because I lost it right before we had to leave.
That's unfortunate.
Alright, ladies and gents. I gotta put my beard out. Nope, I gotta.
Why are we doing this?
So we're doing this because this entire shielding here, as you can see, we've already done the other side. This entire shielding here covers the other coil over and shock that we need to access the two bolts in order to drop it. So these are going to be 10 mils. I'm just going to start popping them loose.
Sebastian, why are you torturing yourself, Sebastian?
Because I like torturing myself.
We have electric ratchet.
Doing things by hand is good for the soul. I need Deborah for the last one, unfortunately. Take a look at where this one's at. You're gonna want an extension to do this one. Now we can access those two bolts.
Break open the axle nut first, because that's the hardest nut to break loose. You want the rest of the suspension intact so you have as much leverage as possible. Get that impact nice and seated on that socket. Sender. There we go, guys. There's our nut. It did get messed up a little because these are safety nuts, so you punch them in order to secure them. Right here. Okay, we got lucky with this one. This CV axle is free, assuming that your axle is stuck. I'm going to take a punch, put it right in the center. That's what this hole is made for. Take a nice heavy hammer. I got a 2-pound mini sledge. And we're just going to pop it till it comes loose. You see how the axle moved back inside the hub. Alright. So, since we're taking apart the suspension, we have to keep an eye out for our brake line, and we have to keep an eye out for our ABS wheel speed sensor line. So the brake hose obviously has brake fluid in it, and this is two electrical wires going down to the speed sensor here. Speed sensor.
We suspect
speed sensor is mounted on the back of the hub. Now, yeah, we've been prepping and spraying this down with some PV, and we don't think we're gonna have any success with this speed sensor or these bolts. So we may have to break these off, drill them, extract them, and find replacement hardware. But that's okay. That's all part of the game. Alright, so we don't want to stretch any of these out, so I'm going to go ahead and loosen up this speed sensor bracket, and that'll give us some slack.
Now, for some reason, that speed sensor wire retaining bracket always breaks loose fine. But the 2 bolts on the sensor itself, no, they just don't care.
They get hot from the brakes back.
Yeah. They get very hot and the corrosion is bad. Do we get lucky? Do we get lucky? Do we get lucky?
Let's sneak this on here.
Oh.
Broken.
Aww.
So, as you can see, that bolt did break off when I tried to hit it. And we're going to have to drill it out, extract it, and find a replacement before we get back on the road, because these are pretty important for your ABS module and dash lights.
I'll try and extract it. Hand it to me. I got it. I definitely know what I'm doing. Trust me. Trust me.
Let's investigate bolt number 2. From these reactions, oh,
It's not much better.
I'd say it snapped.
Bolt number 2 did also break, guys. I got mine out though.
Hey,
I think you might be out at 12 unless you can extract it on
skill
your
diff,
own.
bro.
I am not out one of these 12s.
Oh, thank fuck, man.
There she goes.
Mechanic 101 shit, man. Yeah, he threw it away. He didn't even care. Oh, I used the regular wrench and the spinny boy. Oh, he's so right, though. He's so right. Alright, that's nice and all, but I want to put the box end on here. So. Oh. Ah.
Are you gonna be able to get that back in?
Yeah. I'm cleaning out the hole as we speak.
That's what she said.
Innuendo. Alright. Yep.
Reverse. I mean forward.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Oh, that's tasty.
Imagine doing that by hand.
Hold on, you're not gonna get yours out until I get mine out,
I hope you
BB.
wiggled it.
No.
Bro, the innuendos are going crazy.
The wiggle
right
jiggle,
now.
he's trying to. Oh.
China number 1.
Woes of using an impact.
Oh yeah, now this is.
Tap
Oh, that's hot
Tap
too.
it in reverse. Yeah, they all get hot. I do that every time.
Let me thread this. Oh,
There it goes.
well, never mind. We're good.
We just have to wait for it to cool down by itself and it unsticks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we took the sway bar link bolt off, or nut rather, off, and next up we're going to take the coilover bolt off of the lower control arm.
I'm gonna do that.
We might need a half for this. All right, now we've half inch setup upgrades. This should actually, if I can get it back on, do the job. Holy cow! There we go. There she goes. Oh, that's so nice. So very nice. Okay. We know what we're doing. What are you talking about? Good.
Whoa.
Crazy. Crazy what happened.
It's probably fucking spline.
You're good. Alright.
Get the inside best you can, obviously. That's an angle we should not go for.
Yeah, no. Here.
Yeah, I meant like the inside of that one.
This has definitely been redone. Those are not the same bolt sizes. Guaranteed. Put this suspension bolt back in, and then we can crank on this. No, I need you to put it on there. No, go back. Jeez,
It's on.
I need you to lift up the whole control arm. Yeah. A little more. A little more. Hold on.
You just snapped the bolt. Stop.
No, I didn't.
I'm
I didn't
so
fucking
paranoid
snap
that
the
that bolt
bolt.
is gonna fucking
No,
snap,
I didn't
bro.
snap that bolt.
I'm gonna
He's
cry.
gonna snap the fucking breaker bar before he's not gonna hold.
Facts. You have no idea.
I'm watching this AutoZone breaker bar flex so much right now. I should probably put safety glasses on.
Bobby, she a little fucked. Whoever installed this did not put grease on the inside.
Grease.
Bobby,
Anti-seize, homeboy.
Bobby, what if
Alright, what do we have going on?
we are pulling, well, we're not pulling. What we're doing is just breaking loose all our bolts before we continue, because
That bottom lower control arm bolt.
when it's all together, that's when it's the easiest to break loose. So we just want to go through
Yeah.
and break all our bolts.
And we did
Give 'em a good
PB
wiggle.
blast.
We did PB blast, you're right.
Definitely make sure to PB blast your stuff. If it's
Preferably
this
the night
rusted
before,
the night
yeah.
before, give it 24 hours to soak in.
Spray it
This is
multiple
coming off
times,
so
too. Yeah.
easy.
Spray it
One side
many
is flat,
times,
so
yep.
bigger versions.
Size does matter.
Siri knows about that.
Nah, for real. There she blows.
We did not mark the camera.
Ah, getting taken in for an alignment anyway.
Alright.
There she blows. Yep.
I know that it says to take the shock out first, guys, but really it is easier for this whole control arm to drop out of the way when you remove that bottom shock bolt so you can pull the shock down.
Or the whole thing is movable. Done.
Strut, bolt, and the lower control arm comes out, guys. So just to recap, I'm gonna break everything loose before you try to remove anything.
Big bolt,
And
especially.
this big bolt in the back may give you the big bolt closest to the spindle. May give you some trouble. So you see all this rust? That rust creates friction along with surface area, and rust really creates more surface area because the rust particles kind of hug each other. Let's just put it like that. They hug each other and it expands the metal.
Expand.
All right.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do before we put this
Back in.
hardware back is we're definitely gonna wire brush it first, and then we may even put a little anti-seize in this area here. But you just want to be careful. You don't want to get anti-seize on the threads, because that's not
No
what
bueno.
anti-seize is made for.
Throw that back
And
on.
now that we have the lower control arm out, we're gonna get the strut out of the way to make more room to take the upper control arm out. We'll make sure the speed sensor is over here. And we're going to go ahead and move up top into the trunk with it. The top of our driver's side strut is located behind a protective shield and behind the fuel filler neck and a couple evap lines. It's not necessarily the easiest strut to get to, but it's not the most difficult either.
I'm just gonna see what I can snake back here with this. It's a long 14 3/8. So I'm at the very least gonna try and break everything loose.
PB blast those first, buddy?
Not really. These shouldn't be too rusted. Technologia.
Warm.
Ghosty.
Also,
Ladies.
very warm.
And gentlemen.
That's a strut. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We got the lower control arm off. So we're gonna go ahead and, now that we have all of this just kind of hanging here, we're gonna lift up the spindle. We're gonna, now that, since we should have already had this knocked out, we're gonna be able to rotate the spindle up and pull out the CV axle at the same time. And then, while we've got this up here, since we already had this missing lower or upper control arm bolt and knocked this loose earlier, we're gonna go ahead and pull that out at the same time. Popping this last guy out. It does not matter, because that's the whole rear suspension out, ladies and gentlemen.
This guy's a fucking dork. Bluetooth rotors, man.
I was wondering why my ass was warm.
Oh, shit.